Today we need to talk about a major development that positions XRP and XLM at the center of a $23 trillion stablecoin market opportunity. A new document highlights Ripple and Stellar as key networks within ISO 20022 adoption, making them the foundational players in what could become one of the largest financial shifts in history. The report identifies Ripple Dollar as the most advanced stablecoin solution in this ecosystem. Unlike Circle's USDC, which operates without its own native blockchain, Ripple Dollar functions directly within the XRP ledger, giving it native stability, settlement speed, and direct compatibility with ISO 20022 payment messaging. This makes XRP uniquely powerful because it doesn't just power the Ripple Dollar. It acts as the bridge currency that ensures liquidity and movement between fiat, digital assets, and tokenized markets. On the other side, Stellar is also mentioned prominently. While Stellar has not yet launched its own native stablecoin, many expect it to happen in the coming months. Stellar's position as an ISO 20022 compliant blockchain, alongside Ripple, places it in a unique category as one of the few infrastructures capable of handling global stablecoin settlement at scale. The size of this market is enormous. $23 trillion is not a projection for decades away. It is the immediate opportunity space identified for stablecoins to bridge financial systems, retail payments, and institutional flows. With Ripple and Stellar positioned as the leading networks, the potential demand for XRP and XLM could increase dramatically as adoption expands. At the same time, the Genius Act plays a crucial role. This legislation provides the regulatory framework for stablecoin security, protecting both institutions and retail users. Without clear legal backing, stablecoin adoption would be stalled. But with the Genius Act, Ripple Dollar, and future Stellar-based stablecoins gain legitimacy and confidence, allowing banks, corporations, and consumers to use them securely. Let's also put this into the current market context. Right now, XRP trades at 2.74, down about 2.5%. Bitcoin sits near 209,000, and Ethereum has corrected around 3%. The broader crypto market is experiencing corrections across multiple assets. Chainlink is down 4%, Cardano is down 2%, and Hedera is also down around 4%. XLM is relatively resilient, down about 1.3%. These short-term corrections do not diminish the long-term picture, especially as stablecoin adoption and ISO 20022 integration are advancing globally. Zooming out, macroeconomic conditions in the United States are adding new layers of urgency. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has suggested that President Trump may declare a national housing emergency in the coming months, citing critical shortages in housing availability. This kind of instability underscores the importance of digital financial infrastructure and the role stablecoins will play in building new financial rails. Meanwhile, U.S. debt continues to rise, keeping pressure on both domestic and international markets. On the geopolitical front, India has agreed to lower tariffs on U.S. imports to 0%. While this sounds like a positive trade development, the crypto markets have not reacted significantly, remaining focused instead on the potential Federal Reserve rate cuts expected in September. For XRP investors, the rate cut is a key catalyst because lower interest rates could trigger new liquidity inflows into risk assets, including crypto. Another highlight is the growing anticipation for ETF approvals. Nate Geraci, president of ETF Store, recently stated that the demand for XRP and Solana spot ETFs is being massively underestimated. He compared the potential demand to what was seen with Bitcoin ETFs, which exceeded expectations and drew billions in inflows. With 11 ETF applications currently pending, Many expect approvals between October and December 2025. An approved XRP ETF could mark a historic milestone, unlocking institutional capital and accelerating adoption even further. Globally, we are also seeing important regulatory shifts. Nigeria's central bank has mandated a full migration to ISO 20022 across all banking systems by October 2025. This shows how quickly the standard is becoming global. And it is not just Nigeria. The Federal Reserve's FedWire system in the US has also integrated ISO 20022, setting the stage for seamless international payments aligned with the standard. This is the framework within which Ripple and Stellar thrive. The $23 trillion stablecoin document itself is striking because it places Ripple and Stellar at the center alongside mentions of Circle, but with a crucial difference. Circle lacks a native ledger, meaning it depends on other infrastructures to scale. Ripple and Stellar, however, both operate on their own ledgers and are ISO 20022 ready. This makes them stronger contenders for long-term adoption because they can manage both the stablecoin issuance and the settlement process within their own ecosystems. The Genius Act is also highlighted in the report as the protective backbone that ensures compliance, security, and operational clarity. It is the legal shield that allows banks and institutions to confidently adopt stablecoin technology without fear of regulatory backlash. Ripple Dollar is already benefiting from this clarity, and Stellar will likely follow as adoption ramps up. Taken together, these developments point to a powerful narrative. The stablecoin market is rapidly growing. Global migration to ISO 20022 is underway. Regulatory clarity is being built through laws like the Genius Act, and institutional demand for XRP is accelerating through pending ETFs. XRP and XLM are no longer speculative tokens. They are becoming structural parts of the new global financial system. The key takeaway is simple. The $23 trillion stablecoin market is not a distant dream. It is an opportunity that is being actively built right now. Ripple and Stellar are positioned at the core, and as adoption spreads across banking, trade, and retail payments, XRP and XLM will become indispensable tools for liquidity, settlement, and digital value transfer. The stage is set for a transformation that most of the world does not yet see, but it is unfolding before our eyes.